Could this be Manchester United's dream team under Ruben Amorim? A new dawn at Old Trafford? Manchester United fans have been through a lot in recent years. Since the glory days under Sir Alex Ferguson, we've seen managers come and go, big signings disappoint, and our beloved club struggle to reach the heights we once took for granted. But could Ruben Amorim be the man to change all that? The Portuguese manager has been making waves with his exciting brand of football at Sporting CP, and rumors linking him to the United job have got fans dreaming again. So what might Manchester United look like under Amorim's leadership? How would the team play? Who would stay, who would go, and who might join? Let's take a deep dive into what could be Manchester United's dream team under Ruben Amorim. Who is Ruben Amorim? Before we get into the potential lineup, let's talk about the man himself. Ruben Amorim is a young, ambitious manager who has transformed Sporting CP into one of Portugal's top teams. At just 39 years old, he's part of the new generation of tactically astute coaches making their mark on European football. Amorim's coaching journey began at Braga, where he immediately showed his potential by winning the Portuguese League Cup. This early success earned him a move to Sporting CP, where he's continued to impress, winning the Portuguese league title and implementing an exciting style of play that has caught the eye of clubs across Europe. But what makes him special? Amorim loves attacking football built on a solid defensive foundation. His teams typically play with 3 defenders at the back, use wing-backs to provide width, and focus on quick transitions from defense to attack. Sound exciting? United fans certainly think so. The potential dream team lineup. So, how might Manchester United line up under Amorim? Based on his preferred 3-4-3 formation and considering both current United players and potential signings, here's what the dream team could look like. Goalkeeper. Andre Onana would likely remain as United's number 1. Despite some early struggles after joining from Inter Milan, Onana's ball-playing abilities make him well-suited to Amorim's style. The manager likes his goalkeepers to be comfortable with the ball at their feet and to help start attacks from the back. But the big question remains, can Onana cut out the mistakes that have plagued his early United career? Under Amorim's guidance and with a more settled defensive unit in front of him, we might see the best version of the Cameroonian keeper. Defense. Amorim's signature 3-at-the-back system would bring significant changes to United's defensive setup. Here's how it might look. Lisandro Martinez would excel as the left-sided center-back. His aggression, reading of the game, and passing ability make him perfect for this role. The Butcher has already shown his quality when fit, and Amorim's system could bring out his best qualities. Jarrad Branthwaite could be the commanding presence in the middle of the defense. The young Englishman has been linked with United and has impressed at Everton with his composure, aerial ability, and reading of the game. At 22, he represents both the present and future. Leny Yoro, United's exciting young signing, would complete the back 3 on the right side. His pace, technical ability, and maturity beyond his years make him an exciting prospect. Working under Amorim could help him develop into one of the world's best defenders. But is this defense strong enough? That's a fair question. Both Branthwaite and Yoro are young and relatively inexperienced at the highest level. Would United need to add more experience to this backline? Perhaps someone like Goncalo Inacio from Sporting CP, who already understands Amorim's defensive system, could be another target. Wingbacks. The wingback positions are crucial in Amorim's system, and United would need players with stamina, speed, and technical quality to fill these roles. Jeremy Frimpong would be an exciting addition on the right. Currently at Bayer Leverkusen, Frimpong is lightning fast, great going forward, and has improved defensively. He scored 14 goals and provided 12 assists in all competitions last season. Impressive numbers for a wingback. Can you imagine the damage he could do bombing down United's right flank? On the left, United might need to recruit, though Diogo Dalot has shown he can play on either side. Destiny Udogie from Tottenham or Patrick Dorgu from Lecce could be options here. Both are young, athletic, and possess the attacking qualities Amorim looks for in his wingbacks. Midfield. The engine room of the team would likely consist of 2 central midfielders who balance defensive solidity with progressive passing. Manuel Ugarte would be the destroyer. Having worked with Amorim at Sporting before joining PSG, Ugarte knows the system well. His tenacious tackling, work rate, and improving distribution make him the ideal midfielder to break up opposition attacks and protect the defense. Could he be the Roy Keane-type player United have missed for so long? Alongside him, Ederson from Atlanta would provide the box-to-box presence. The Brazilian has impressed in Serie A with his energy, technical quality, and ability to contribute at both ends of the pitch. This midfield duo would provide the perfect platform for United's attackers to shine. Attack. Up front is where things get really exciting. Amorim's 3-4-3 formation typically features a center forward supported by two inside forwards. Here's the dream attacking trio. Bruno Fernandes would operate as one of the inside forwards or attacking midfielders, given freedom to create and influence games in the final third. As captain, his leadership and quality would be central to United's success under Amorim. Would this more advanced role help Bruno reach even greater heights? Victor Osimhen would be the center forward United have been crying out for. Strong, fast, and a clinical finisher, the Nigerian international has proven himself as one of Europe's top strikers. His ability to score all types of goals and his physical presence would add a new dimension to United's attack. But with many top clubs interested, can United win the race for his signature? Amad Diallo could complete the attack operating from the right. The young Ivorian has shown flashes of his immense talent and could flourish with regular playing time under a manager who trusts young players. His dribbling ability, creativity, and improving end product make him an exciting prospect. What about current United players? A new manager and system inevitably raises questions about the current squad. Where would players like Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, and others fit in? Marcus Rashford could compete for one of the forward positions or potentially adapt to a wingback role, though his defensive work would need to improve. After a difficult season, could Amorim help Rashford rediscover his best form? Alejandro Garnacho would provide fierce competition for the attacking positions. His direct running, skill, and improving end product make him a valuable asset. At just 20 years old, he has time on his side and could develop further under Amorim's guidance. Kobbie Mainoo could certainly challenge for a midfield spot or potentially adapt to one of the attacking roles. His technical quality and composure belie his young age. Harry Maguire might find opportunities limited in a back three system that requires more mobility and technical quality, unless he can adapt his game significantly. Rasmus Højlund would provide competition for Osimhen. Could learn from the Nigerian's game. At 21, Højlund has time to develop and could benefit from not having the entire goal-scoring burden on his shoulders. Amorim's tactical approach. So how would this team actually play? Based on Amorim's work at Sporting CP, we can expect 1. A high press. United would hunt the ball aggressively when out of possession, looking to win it back quickly and high up the pitch. This requires fit, energetic players who can maintain intensity throughout matches. 2. Quick transitions. When winning the ball, Amorim's teams look to attack quickly before the opposition can reorganize. With players like Frimpong, Amad, and Osimhen, United would have the pace to hurt teams on the counter. 3. Wing play. The wingbacks are crucial in providing width, with Frimpong in particular expected to contribute significantly in attack. This would create space for the inside forwards to operate more centrally. 4. Controlled build-up. Despite the emphasis on quick transitions, Amorim's teams can also control games through possession when needed. Onana, Martinez, and Yoro would be important in building from the back. 5. Fluid movement. The front three would be expected to interchange positions, making them difficult to mark. Bruno's intelligence and Amad's dribbling would be key to creating chances. Would this style suit United's current squad? Not entirely, which is why some new signings would be needed. But the foundation is there, particularly with technical players like Bruno, Mainoo, and Amad already at the club. The big questions. While this potential team looks exciting on paper, several important questions need answering. Can Amorim handle the pressure? Managing Manchester United is one of the toughest jobs in world football. The pressure, scrutiny, and expectations are on another level compared to Sporting CP. Is Amorim ready for this step up? His age, 39, might raise concerns, but his composure and clear tactical vision suggest he has the temperament to handle the Old Trafford hot seat. The bigger question might be whether United's ownership would give him the time and backing he needs to implement his vision. Will United get their transfer targets? Building this dream team relies on successful recruitment. Can United attract players like Osimhen, Branthwaite, and Frimpong in a competitive market? And can they move on players who don't fit Amorim's system? United's financial power remains strong, but they're no longer the only big spenders in town. Without Champions League football, convincing top targets to join becomes even harder. This is where having a progressive, exciting manager like Amorim could help. Players want to work with coaches who can improve them. How long would the transition take? Implementing such significant changes rarely happens overnight. Amorim would likely need 2 to 3 transfer windows to fully reshape the squad to his vision. Would United fans and leadership show the patience required? The first season might involve some growing pains as players adapt to the new system. Setting realistic expectations would be important to give this project the best chance of success. What happens to Rashford and Garnacho? With Ahmad and potentially a new signing like Dorgu in the lineup, where do current fan favorites fit? Squad depth is important, but keeping such talented players happy without consistent starting roles could be challenging. Rashford in particular has been a key player for United. Finding a role that suits his strengths within Amorim's system would be crucial for both player and club. Is this defense strong enough? The proposed back three of Martinez, Branthwaite, and Euro has quality but lacks experience as a unit. Martinez is the only one who has proven himself at the highest level over multiple seasons. Would United need to add more experience to this backline? Perhaps retaining a player like Johnny Evans as backup and mentor could help, or targeting a more established center-back alongside the younger options. Alternative options. While the team outlined above represents the dream scenario, football rarely works out exactly as planned. Let's consider some alternatives. Victor Gyökeres instead of Osimhen. If United can't land Osimhen, Victor Gyökeres could be an excellent alternative. The Swedish striker has been sensational under Amorim at Sporting, scoring 43 goals in his first season. He already understands the system and could hit the ground running. Pedro Goncalves as an alternative to Ederson. Another Sporting player, Pote offers versatility across attacking positions and has thrived under Amorim. He could play as one of the inside forwards or even in midfield if needed. Matthijs de Ligt as a defensive option. If Branthwaite proves unattainable, the Bayern Munich defender could be an option to strengthen the backline. His experience and leadership could complement the youth of Euro. A realistic timeline. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will Amorim's United. Here's how the transition might realistically unfold. First 6 months. The focus would be on implementing the new system and identifying which current players can adapt. Expect some inconsistent results, but hopefully flashes of the exciting football to come. First summer transfer window. This is when the real transformation would begin, with 3 to 4 key signings targeted to fit Amorim's system. Expect movement out as well, with players unsuited to the new approach likely to leave. Second season. With a full preseason and key signings integrated, this is when we'd expect to see significant improvement. Challenging for the top 4 and domestic cups would be realistic targets. Third season. If all goes to plan, this is when United could realistically challenge for the Premier League title again. The squad would be largely shaped in Amorim's image, with players fully understanding their roles in the system. Learning from the past. Manchester United have made several managerial changes since Sir Alex Ferguson's departure, with mixed results. What can the club learn from these experiences to give Amorim the best chance of success? Provide backing in the transfer market. Erik Ten Hag's tenure has been hampered by not always getting his preferred targets. Amorim would need support to bring in players suited to his system. Give time and patience. Expecting immediate success would be unrealistic. The club's leadership needs to understand this is a project that requires time to bear fruit. Clear communication with fans. Setting realistic expectations and clearly explaining the project would help maintain support during inevitable difficult periods. Create a strong support structure. Ensuring the manager has quality support staff and a clear, Aligned vision with the sporting director would help create the conditions for success. The potential benefits. If United can get this right, the rewards could be substantial. Exciting football. Amorim's brand of football is attacking, dynamic, and entertaining. Exactly what United fans crave after years of often turgid performances. Youth development. Amorim has shown at Sporting that he trusts young players if they're good enough. United's academy talents could flourish under his guidance. Clear identity. Something United have lacked in recent years is a clear playing identity. Amorim would bring that with a distinctive style that players and fans can buy into. Long-term success. At just 39, Amorim could potentially lead United for many years if successful, creating stability and sustained success rather than the short-term thinking that has dominated the post-Ferguson era. Could this really happen? Now for the million-dollar question. How likely is any of this to actually happen? Ruben Amorim has been linked with several top jobs, including Liverpool before they appointed Arne Slot. His buyout clause at Sporting, reported to be around £10 million, makes him an attainable target from a financial perspective. Much would depend on United's willingness to make another managerial change and whether Amorim himself feels ready for such a big step up. The project outlined above would require significant investment and patience, qualities not always associated with United's current ownership. Final thoughts. A new hope? This potential Manchester United team under Ruben Amorim has everything fans crave: youth, energy, tactical innovation, and star power. The proposed 3-4-3 formation with attacking wingbacks, a solid midfield platform, and dynamic front three could bring the excitement back to Old Trafford. But football is never that simple. Managerial changes always involve risk, especially when implementing such a different system. The key would be patience from everyone involved: owners, fans, and players. What do you think? Could this team challenge for the title under Amorim? Which players would you keep, sell, or buy? Is 3 at the back the right approach for United going forward? One thing's for sure: United fans deserve to dream again. After years of false dawns and disappointments, the idea of an exciting young manager implementing a clear, attacking vision is certainly appealing. Maybe, just maybe, Ruben Amorim could be the man to bring the glory days back to the red half of Manchester. Until then, we'll keep dreaming of what could be. Glory awaits. Let's hope this is the start of something special at Manchester United. What's your take on this potential dream team? Would you make any changes to the lineup or tactics? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned for more updates on United's future. Glory awaits. Let's hope this is the start of something special.